And it's live. Oh my god, this thing gets me every time, people. Oh my god. So I turned the phone off, turn it back on. I try to I need a magic wand that I can just beat it with, or a hammer. I don't think a hammer will help it, but this you never know what to do. I try to delete things in it by doing a cleanup thing. I try to do an app killer. I try all these things to make it go live. I turned it off is what I just did and turned it back on. I see I got people coming in the room. What's up, people? Just craziness. The whole world's going crazy and my phone went with it. I had a phone shutdown. That's what's up. Okay, so the government shut down, Patreon shut down, and I had a phone shut down. Everything's shutting down for Christmas, except me. I can't seem to shut down. I've been running, and raise your hand, people. Raise your hand if you drove 699.2 miles today. I can assure you, my hand is up right now. 699.2. I could have drove a little further, but I had plenty of road ahead. I just ran out of truck stops. There wouldn't have been another truck stop for another 45 minutes. Maybe I could have made it to one, but I don't push it like that. So I'm like, okay, just stop and chill. Yeah, it's chill time. So I'm having a cigar. I hope you are too. I hope you're having a good day. I hope everybody's doing good. If you're not doing good, like I tell you, find another company where you can do good. That's all there's to it. They're in the back of the truck stop on cards. I'll tell that every time if I can remember to. I can't remember anything. Anyways, I'm just an old man that drives a truck. There's a lot of new people who are subscribers. And there's a lot of new views and people that follow me that don't exactly subscribe, because some of you guys I know, because you've told me to my face, hey, I for the most part, some of them have flip phones and don't even have internet, and they go home and have internet, or on their smartphone they're like, turn it down so I'm not yelling, they're like, well, you know, I like what your channel is, and I like, you know, listening to you teach and talk and stuff, but they don't want to subscribe. Some don't want to make comments because they're scared they'll mess up my wall or something. It's fine though, it's not a problem. If that's how you feel, that's good. But for the new people that will be listening to this, I'm just a truck driver, and somebody done mess around and give me a camera, and that's what I'm doing. Is I'm trying to show newer drivers, you know, like this dude over here at the fuel aisle. I will come up to a fuel aisle, right? This dude here might be here and I might be here. When I pull up, the first thing we're going to do is talk while we're washing windows and fueling up. And he might be new and he might say, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I can just hand him a card and say, well, I've put it up on YouTube already. It's on a video, you know. Which there's crazy stuff going on. Patreon is shutting down people's accounts and stuff. It's really weird. One guy on there, I'll put a link to a video. He was making a living. I work as a truck driver and I'm teaching what I know. This other guy, Wrangler Star, he is a firefighter for the government, basically for the forestry service, and he fights fires and he teaches what he knows. Neither one of us has transitioned into any kind of a full-time internet thing, but he knows somebody who has, and the guy was making a living off Patreon, and that's how he supported his family. And just before Christmas, they didn't like something he did on another place on the internet, and they shut off his money and shut him down. And so Wrangler Star stopped supporting. I'll put a link to that video where he was just talking about. I just watched it a minute ago, and there's other crazy stuff going on the internet. But like I said, I show mechanical stuff for these guys that are coming in and they want to know. I give them a link to my channel. I teach them that way, because I can teach everybody at the same time, instead of individually wasting my time when I'm on a computer log trying to teach somebody something. I can just give them a link. And then this is just my Operation Hot Biscuit, and I've got another idea that I came up with because I'm gonna put out some ideas that I have to help our freeways move a little bit smoother by giving us parking in certain places. I'll put that out there, my 4-point plan, and I need to do that. I was going to actually do it tonight, but I don't have all my stuff in front of me. But anyways, I'll go even state by state if I have to and show them where they could put stuff. We need some parking. It's been rough. It's getting rougher, especially on holidays. You won't find a place to put your truck on a holiday. So but definitely in the night before when you deliver and that kind of stuff, we need more parking. And Love's is building more truck stops all the time, but we need actual just parking. And I've got a pretty good plan within a, say, 15, 20, no more than, 25 or even 30-mile radius of every city at all the cardinal directions, all 4 points. That's what it is, but I'll show it on the plan. But you can take that and run with it. Anybody that's, does construction higher up that knows people can make that happen, make it happen. Get us some more parking, around the cities, because then we'll already be there. It'll alleviate traffic. We'll be in and out and we'll leave. But especially in places like Miami, both sides of I-95 and the Alligator Alley, which used to be, it's part of 75 or what. Hammond, Louisiana is a really bad spot that they've got parking Nazis that kick you off the parking lot. They ride around in little cars and they'll wake you up and make you move even though you're parked fine and nobody's bothering nobody. Love's places are a little bit better about that. They're like, hey, come on in. But they haven't built one down there yet. We need one in Hammond, Louisiana, or a extra parking in Hammond, Louisiana. There's lots of places we need more parking, and they're trying to beat us up for paying for parking now. It's ridiculous. So, but other than that, what I wanted to talk about on this one, that's gonna be, I think I'm gonna call that permission to speak freely. Like, permission to speak freely, sir. I'm gonna call that permission to speak freely. And put in a requisition of, hey, if you can build it, to the people that are in control of such things. Cause, oh, somebody's getting towed in here. See, that's a bad day when you got a wrecker. I feel bad for that dude right here before Christmas and can't go where he's trying to go. So anyways, yeah, Patreon shut that dude down. I'll put a link to that. The government is shut down. That's grandstanding. They're going to give the money for the wall. The wall's being built. It ain't been stopped being built. They put those slats or steel pickets, whatever, posts in there every day, all day long. They're putting, Paloma for Trump is doing videos on it. I'll put a link to that too. And the migrant caravan was moved, and they're no longer south of the border ready to try to invade. They are moved. They were at 4 in the morning. They went in there and rounded them all up. The police put them on buses and said, it's time to go. And that street is the cleanest it has been in Tijuana. Or Tijuana is the way you say it, Mexico. That's the cleanest that street's ever been. I don't think they repaved it, but it looks good. And they walked through and showed that there's nobody left. They went, I think it's 100 miles south or a good ways from the border. They ain't just marching up on the border. And then that's only a temporary place till they go home. So all that's just about over, but we still need the wall for the other stuff going on. It seems like they're playing games with the funding and they want a grandstand to act like they have some kind of power. They do have power to delay things, but that's about it. So all of them, they have the rank of major now. Major delay. That's all of them. So what I'm looking at is, I had wrote down a few topics, but I put them up there. There's not enough room really on the YouTube to describe what the video would be about if you have more than one subject. There's not enough room. But Patreon, like I said, shut down that guy Sargon of Akkad. He's on YouTube with 1 million subs, but he's on Patreon, and that's how he feeds his family, and they shut him down. That was on Patreon, not on YouTube. But so I guess he's still on YouTube, but I don't know how he monetizes on there. If it's just through Patreon, I don't know how all that works. I don't know. I joked about going to Patreon. Now I'm definitely not even. I ain't even gonna joke about it now. I wouldn't want to go there. Yeah, there's a lot going on. It's a lot to unpack. It's Christmas and the world's going crazy. The Caravan cleanout is done, and you know, I'm seeing weird things on the internet about how Venezuela, which they got more money from China than they'll ever be able to pay back, is what I hear. But they said that they went in there, Venezuelan government brought all the people rabbits. They told them, because they were needing protein for food, here's rabbits, breed them and eat them, okay? But the people, they said that there was a cultural difference that they didn't understand. I don't think they explained it to them well enough. They came back and they had put bows around the rabbits' necks, named them, made them pets, and they were sleeping with them at night. And they were gifts from the government, is the way they saw it. There's some weird stuff. I mean, if you were hungry, I don't know just how starving they are, but if you were needing more protein in your diet, somebody handed you a rabbit. Now going back, rabbit is how they started Brunswick stew, but I'm like, okay, just thinking here, I want to know, would you eat rabbit? Because I see nothing wrong with it. I think they just didn't tell them. Maybe they need to teach them a class how to cut it and clean it. But the ones they've already named, that's their pet now. That's a little bit odd. So that's Venezuela. That's what's going on in Venezuela. They were hungry. The government said breed rabbits and eat rabbits. They came back to check on them. They had bows around their necks and they were letting them sleep in their bed at night, and they had named them. And they're now their pets. Like I said, the whole world's going crazy. So I also read on the internet, and this is really weird, something about WikiLeaks. I don't go to WikiLeaks because I think if there's something on there that the government says is supposed to be secret, I don't want to know it. That's how I see things. Everybody's different. Some people, that's the first thing they want to look at, is something that would be, you know, super secret something or something. But WikiLeaks does what they do. And what they have done now, what I've been told they did. I also don't know about cryptocurrency. I have no clue. The currency that I have starts with $1 bills, and I might get a 5 in my pocket before it's gone. Just dollars. I don't deal in any other country money or cryptocurrency. And I'm trying to understand where these people believe in fake crypto stuff. But there is a crypto kitty. There's different cats. They're using cartoons digitally to represent what they're worth. These cartoon kitties are worth different denominations, but it's weird because one, it's almost like stock, one is worth in the $300 range. And WikiLeaks, I guess Julian Assange, but WikiLeaks gifted one of those, but inherently within it is data. So I think they did some kind of a data dump within it. And they gifted one to the president and one to Hillary Clinton. So I'm trying to figure out, they said that the reasoning behind it is they understand some kind of law that I don't know nothing about that said they would have to register it or something, and then it's public domain since it was an additional money thing or something, and then the data within it would be public viewable or something. I wish I knew. That's going on though, and that's crazy. If I had a $300 computer kitty, I wouldn't give it away. I would have given them a $1 one, but I guess it's the amount, and they know these things. These people on the internet know more than I know about the internet. All I know, I'm just a parts changer, I'm just a truck driver, I'm a mechanic at heart, and I'm just trying to teach what I know. And you know, I get on here and I talk about world events as they affect me or trucking or something I've seen that seemed odd. So So that's something that you could look up, and you would know more than I do. And yeah, like I said, other than that, I've got a plan for parking that would be better than our situation now. If they want to make it, they can make it. But I go on Twitter. There's stuff on there. People put stuff up, and I put up like something about the tsunami, because there was a tsunami, another one that hit Indonesia. That Krakatoa, the volcano, blew up and made I guess a landslide underwater, or whatever it was, lava flow, whatever, and it made a tsunami. And when I put it up, it was something like 220 people missing and at least 20 dead. Then somebody put 40 had died or something like that, and more. I don't know the numbers, but that's up there. So all the smart people are putting stuff up on Twitter. They know more than I do. But you can find, you know, that they'll talk about stuff in the government and what bill's going to pass and what they know and what's next. If you want to go on Twitter, and the president's on Twitter, and you can listen to him, and you know, it undercuts the news, because the news doesn't really give news anymore. It's 18 hours of a kitty got caught in a tree and fluff. So who's got 18 hours to waste watching the news? Which is another reason I put my little things that I know about up here, is because it kind of alleviates that and cuts that out. But yeah, just a little chat real quick about those things, and I guess there's not much to the day. If you want to say something, but I'm looking here what I had written down. And it's, of course, you have to give me some leeway. It's at the end of my day. I've drove 600 something miles. It's been a long haul. And yeah. So they put up stuff that's going on in the internet. What was it? There's been some crazy stuff that happened. A gorilla went into a gas station and robbed them. That was weird. They had, it was some kind of a full body suit, something like that. What else did I hear about? Don't know. These ELD computers are killing us. I can guarantee you that. They're holding us up from that last 20 miles or 15 miles or anything. Having to take a break at exactly a certain time is a pain. Sometimes you take it too early and wind up taking two because you can't keep up. It'll all work itself out. I hope everybody's caught up and doing what they're trying to do. I'm trying to run so I can get to a point where I actually can take off for Christmas. So yeah, trying to get an early start on this then to take off. And diesel prices are down, which is good. I'm looking at some of my discounts giving me, I don't know if it was $2.20 or $2.15 or $2.17 in some places. Seems like Kentucky's a good place to get it now, and it seems like Indiana has went up, and it's really weird. Not up recently, but up from where they used to be. Gary, Indiana used to be the cheapest place to buy diesel. I don't know why, but they're not anymore. And Pilot seems to be having a fuel price war against a lot of places. You might find that a Pilot might give you cheaper fuel, not better, but cheaper fuel, less expensive, you call it that, than anybody. Cheaper than Love's, cheaper than TA. That's just how it is. So the other ones need to catch up, you know. The winter weather's coming, so make sure you got chains in your truck. And I don't know what else to say except that there's a lot more people that have subscribed to me, and I appreciate it. And I've got a lot more views. It's gone through the roof. It's gone up, so that's good. Moving in an upward direction, spiraling upward. I need to do more mechanical videos. These lives, like I said, is just current events, things that are on my mind. If you want to bring something up, bring something up. Anything y'all heard about. I just know about the tsunami that happened, and that's Indonesia. So for the people that just came in the room, but I won't be on this thing much longer. If you want to say something, say hello, hey, hi, how you doing? Other than that, yeah, it's been a long day. I'm sitting here having a cigar. I'm smoking a Macanudo. I always tell people what I'm smoking so that you can buy one too. This is just a Connecticut, which is a light wrapper Macanudo. It's not the greatest one. It's one you buy from a truck stop. The other ones, I haven't been by a cigar shop to get a decent one, but I don't get the super dark ones either. And keep lots of water, because they're talking about that you need to be prepped. Start prepping now is what the government said on FEMA's website. They put out a 98-page, I believe it was, article that was a study that said you need to keep water and food and whatever for prepping, you know, that kind of thing, for a power outage that may last for months, is what they're saying. And I don't know the exact credible threat. I just know that's what they put up, and everybody on the internet is talking about it. I'm not the only one. And there's some really weird stories or theories or whatever that I hear about out there that's talking about bunkers and bolt holes. Look that up. All I know is if I was looking for one, it wouldn't be difficult, because all you have to do is find out who the surveying crew was that surveyed the place in the first place. They're talking weird stuff, like around Arlington. It's really, really weird stuff they've been talking about on the internet. I just listen to it for entertainment purposes, I guess. It's odd, it's different. But it would be easy to track it down, because there's people who are in the know when you're building something. The construction workers, they might frame a place up, metal or wood, make a framing and make a roof on it. But the people who survey, who come out and survey, and they have to register that survey with the state or the county or whatever, so it has to be registered, so you can find out who surveyed it and find out what they knew. It's simple. And I guess they're calling a hiding place a bolt hole or whatever. It's really weird. So catch up with the surveyors, and then if that doesn't work, the architect, because you know that if someone was building something like that, they're going to need an architect, and they're going to spend the money for one. They don't know how to build, so catch up with the surveyors and find out what they know about what they were actually building. Was it in the ground? Was it, how long was it? Got about 2 mile stretch out there, whatever. And find out from the architect, what did you design? Where's the blueprints? That's simple. The people who surveyed are going to know who the architect was. So you find the surveyors, then you find the architect, then you find. So if there was actually something going on, that's how you do it. Anybody who builds anything and knows anything about construction can figure that out in 5 seconds. They can figure that out. So if there's something to it, it wouldn't be a mystery. It'd be history. They'd know about it. So, yeah, there's weird stuff I watch on the internet. I go to places, and I try to wait and listen to people talk about stuff they found on different places on the internet. So, it saves me the hassle of having to go around, and who's got time for all that mess? So I try to find people who talk about that kind of crazy stuff, and it's relaxing. But if you're into that, or if you're looking for the answer to that, they were talking about an airplane that went in the sky and went, mimicked the pattern of. There's some weird stuff going on the internet. It's not hard to find, and there's YouTube videos about it. Like, I don't know anything about all that. I know cigars, and I know trucking, and I know mechanical, changing parts with wrenches and stuff. So, and I still have not edited and been able to edit because of my time crunch. I've not been able to put up a parts list of parts that you should be keeping in your truck. I really need, to me, I feel like that's a big thing I need to put on my channel, all along with the other mechanical videos I put up there, and I cleaned out my channel a little bit. I took away some of the, I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to not have anything that would be a distraction on my channel from what I'm trying to do in the first place. So I took down a couple of videos, and the way I see it is I ain't got time for that mess, so I took them down. So if you notice that they're gone, the people who needed to see them saw them. I made my point, and you know, there's always the well, there's always the penalty box. I got a lifer in there. Yeah, he could use company if I need to give him some company. I could put a video or two in there. But anyways, other than that, so just and I'm hoping everybody has a good year, new year coming up. Our country, I believe, is going to be in good shape, financially and otherwise, as long as the power don't go out. And I don't know why they're so concerned with that. We pulled out of Syria. That's a big deal. We got a lot of troops coming home. That's awesome. Hope they make it home for the holidays, but I know it's like going to be a transition kind of thing, and that's a real big deal. So, and that'll like de-escalate a lot of stuff, a lot of tensions and stuff. So I'm about to get off this thing. If you got something to say, go ahead and say it. I'm having this cigar and having some green tea. So speak up and be heard. I'm gonna turn this radio up a little bit for a second. And that's about all I've got. It's been a good day because I could work. Any day that you can work is a good day. I need another light. Here we go. And that's a remix of Scrub that I've not heard before. I got another one in the room. You're at the tail end of this whole deal. You didn't miss anything though, because what do? Just put up on something. Yeah. Someone ducked in and ducked out. I never know how many people are really in the room because I can show you numbers that fluctuate in the hundreds and thousands and stuff. That's how that goes. No worries. People are getting the message. They're liking my little mechanical stuff, my little corner of the internet. Nothing to it. And if I can get this cigar relit, yeah. Where are y'all at? What's going on? Let me hit this button here and see if there's all or none or okay. All right. So the people we got in here are the strong silent type. Throw up a flag. Let us know at least what country you're in. No worries. I'm about to get off this thing though, for real though. So I'm gonna have a little bit more on this cigar, and then I'm out. Like I said, 699.2 miles. That's a day. For some people, it's a day and a half. Some people run local and short stuff. California, okay. Christian media. Hey, that's cool. I'm sure if you do media, I'm sure your media is much better than mine. My Achilles heel is editing. I am absolutely, I have no time. I do have see, YouTube had an editor, right? And they took it away. And that was it. I had all these little pieces of videos that would have been grandiose, awesome things, right? Had a little barn door that shut, that said truck it stuff, opened up for the video and then shut at the end. Some of my videos are set up like that. Well, Then I lost the video editor from YouTube, and it set me where I'm like reeling from that. So then I just kept videoing, but I kept saving it. So I got a lot of video in the can, but none of it's produced. So I do have a video editor now that works on my computer, but I have to download it back down from YouTube now, those pieces, or put it off of the other media storage devices I have onto the laptop, and then put the pieces together. And who's got time for that, man? I'm a truck driver, you know what I'm saying? Who's got time? So this live is awesome because I can hit the button, but it doesn't always come up right away. And some people are like, truck stuff, I can't wait, man, I got to ride. And I get that, but then they catch it later. Usually, here's what'll happen. I'll hit the button up there that says finish. It'll finish the stream. Then it will go up as a video, and this is going to go up as a video, and then I'll get like 10 views after that. So that's how a lot of people watch it, after I'm live. They watch the front to the end, and it makes sense. So I don't hold them up much longer, so I'm gonna have the rest of this cigar. I'm gonna get off this thing. So y'all take it easy, say goodbye, and be safe in your travels. I will try to do another little live thing tomorrow, and that little live thing may be the one that is not Operation Hot Biscuit. I may be able to get together all of my info for where I should put, you know, where we should put more parking in each state, and you know, there you go. Yeah, Christian Media, I will try to find you, Christian Media. Make a comment on this video when it goes up, so that then I can search you, because when it goes up, all the comments that were made on a live disappear. So make a comment on this video or any of my videos, and I'll see it, and then I'll find your little channel. I'll see what you're up to. You know, I can like check out your media videos or something. Anyways, but I'm gonna get off this thing. Y'all stay safe, have a good holiday. I will be back on probably tomorrow, or put a little something up. Yeah, but also have a good, safe holiday, and be careful in your travels. It's going to be rainy. It will get to be snowy in a lot of different elevations, and icy on the roads. Try not to drive at night if you don't have to, and especially in the daytime, and watch out for black ice. So y'all stay safe. I'm out. I'm going to get down the road in a few more hours, and we'll catch y'all later. That's all I got for you. I'm out. Peace.